Good morning, friends. I'm Jen, and welcome back to Magic Trading. Today, we're moving from theory to practice, as I share a binary option strategy that might just suit your trading style. Before we start, let me remind you, binary options trading involves significant risks and is not suitable for everyone. While this strategy has shown promising results in specific conditions, no trading method guarantees success. That's why I strongly encourage you to test this strategy in a demo account before risking real money. You'll find links to trusted brokers offering demo accounts in the description below, so you can practice in a risk-free environment. Now, I'm going to walk you through the manual setup of this strategy, step by step. Make sure to stick around until the end of the video, because there's a special surprise waiting for you. Let's start by listing what you'll need to apply this strategy effectively. TradingView for chart analysis, investing.com for monitoring economic events and trends, a demo account to practice without financial risk. If you encounter any issues or have questions, let me know in the comments and we'll work through them together. Let's get started. To ensure we're monitoring trends effectively, let's head over to investing.com and navigate to the technical section. From there, click on Technical Summary. This tool allows you to check trends across 4 different time frames and multiple trading pairs. To configure it, click on Customize. Here's how to set it up. In the first section, select the time frames you want to analyze. For this strategy, we'll use 5 minutes in the first column, 15 minutes in the second column, hourly in the third column, daily in the fourth column. This setup will help us detect trend changes at various levels. In the lower section, select the assets you want to monitor. I recommend choosing assets with a payout of at least 80% on your broker. Use the search box to quickly find the currency pairs or assets that suit your trading preferences. All clear so far? If anything isn't clear, feel free to drop a question in the comments. I'll be happy to assist. Now, let's move on to the next step in our strategy. We'll only invest in assets that show a strong trend, meaning they have the label strong buy or strong sell across all 4 time frames. This ensures we're working with assets that exhibit clear and consistent momentum. When there are conflicting trends across multiple time frames, the risk is significantly higher because it indicates an undefined trend and highly variable volatility. Now it's time to set up the chart on TradingView. Follow along with me as I show you how to configure everything step by step. Open a chart, just like I'm doing in the video. In the top left corner, choose the currency pair you're interested in and select it from the list. Personally, I use data from Oanda, but there's not much difference if you choose another provider. Set the time frame to 1 minute by clicking the drop-down menu near the asset selector at the top. Adjust the chart's view to your preference, but prioritize a zoomed-in view. You'll soon see why this is important. Identify the trend. Even from this view of the Euro-USD asset, it seems clear to me that the trend is descending. Let's proceed to refine the setup. Go to the Indicators menu at the top of the screen and apply the Bollinger Bands. Set the period to 20 and click OK. Next, add the Relative Strength Index and configure it as follows. RSI period 30. SMA, leave the default setting. In the RSI settings, go to the Style tab. Disable the main RSI line and focus on the RSI moving average. Make sure it's highly visible by customizing the design, then click OK. Now add 2 horizontal lines on the RSI area. These will define the range for entering the market. Hold Alt plus H on your keyboard or Option plus H if you are using a Mac to apply a horizontal line. Double-click the line and, under the coordinates field, set it to 60. Apply a second line and set it to 40. At the top right corner, save your chart layout so you can apply it to other assets when needed. I forgot to do this myself. Don't make the same mistake. Now that we've set up our chart, let's dive into the strategy itself. The key rule is this: whenever a candlestick closes outside the upper or lower Bollinger Band, we look for an entry point, but only if the SMA of the RSI is within the levels we've set. How to invest in an uptrend. If the trend is labeled Strong Buy on investing.com, here's what you need to do. Enter a call trade when a candlestick closes above the upper Bollinger Band. The SMA of the RSI is within the limits we set, between 40 and 60. Similarly, enter a call trade if a candlestick closes below the lower Bollinger Band. The SMA of the RSI remains within the defined levels. Important: the candlestick you invest in must be the first in the series to break the Bollinger Band. Do not enter if the previous candlestick has already broken the band. If the trend is labeled Strong Sell on investing.com, the rules are as follows. Enter a put trade when a candlestick closes above the upper Bollinger Band. The SMA of the RSI is within the limits we set, between 40 and 60. Similarly, enter a put trade if a candlestick closes below the lower Bollinger Band. The SMA of the RSI remains within the defined levels. Important: just like in an uptrend, you must invest on the first candlestick to break the Bollinger Band. If anything isn't clear, write it in the comments, and I'll be happy to help you out. Now, pay close attention to these rules, and afterward, I'll show you my report using this method. Key rules. 1. Always enter immediately after the candlestick closes. 2. Do not enter the market if the trend is sideways. I've made a separate video on how to identify a trend. Check it out if you're unsure. 3. The strongest signals occur when the entire body of the candlestick closes outside the Bollinger Band. 4. The candlestick's shadow is not a valid entry signal. 5. Always check the economic calendar before starting. Avoid trading during the 15 minutes before and after a high volatility news event. 6. If the first trade doesn't go well, invest in the very next candlestick, in the same direction. I can provide you an Excel file with the formula. 7. Strictly follow these rules. Let's begin the demonstration. I want to remind you that this strategy is a 1-minute expiration. If you're enjoying the video, or even if you're not, let me know in the comments below. And stick around until the end, because I'll show you a way to avoid having to set up this strategy manually. Let's continue. Alright, let's dive into the practice session. I've just spotted a great opportunity on the Australian dollar versus USD asset. I'm setting up the chart on my broker. If you like this platform, you can start using it too by clicking the link in the description below. At the moment, the trend is labeled strong sell, and a candlestick is about to close below the lower Bollinger Band. Therefore, I'm preparing to enter a sell trade. As soon as the candlestick closes, I'll take action. Oops, my bad. I accidentally opened a trade in the wrong direction and placed a call trade as well. Obviously, that's my mistake. The important thing is for the sell trade to succeed. Let's wait and see. As you can see, the trend is clearly heading downward. In the meantime, I recommend opening another window with the same asset. This way, if our trade doesn't succeed, we'll be ready to re-enter the market as soon as the next candlestick closes. Let's hope we won't need to do that. Fantastic! Our trade was successful. As you've seen, I made a mistake by opening a trade in the opposite direction, but the one we were focused on, the sell trade, performed very well. This highlights the importance of practicing on a demo account before gaining full confidence. Looking at the setup, the SMA was within the defined levels. The candlestick closed outside the lower Bollinger Band. The trend was very strong. All the rules were followed perfectly. Now, I'll go ahead and look for another opportunity. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video and would like to support me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It looks like the USD versus Japanese yen asset is showing a lot of potential, as it's labeled strong buy across all time frames. Let's check out the chart. Indeed, a candlestick is about to close below the lower Bollinger Band, but in this case, we need to enter a call trade. Okay, stop. Just a moment. Let's check if all the rules are being followed before we proceed. Is the candlestick closing below the Bollinger Band? Yes. Is the SMA within the defined limits? Yes. Is the trend well defined? Yes. Are there any high volatility news events happening? No. Perfect. We're good to go. Hopefully, I won't make a mistake this time. I'm entering a call position. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, be mindful of your internet connection speed. Sometimes a lag can cause a delayed market entry, so always double check your timing. Let's wait for the result. Excellent. We've succeeded again. This shows the importance of following the rules precisely. Now, I'll go ahead and look for another opportunity. Stay tuned for more insights. It seems like we have another opportunity, this time on the Euro versus British Pound asset. The trend here is labeled strong sell, so we'll enter in that direction. Let's move quickly. The candlestick is about to close, although I can see the SMA is right at the limit. This could be a bit risky, but I'll give it a try. Stay tuned until the end of the video, because soon I'll show you how to use this strategy without the need for manual setup. And if you're trying this method yourself, let me know in the comments how it's going for you, or if you've encountered any issues. I'd love to hear about your experience. Excellent. Another profitable trade. This strategy really shows its potential when applied correctly. Let's keep looking for more opportunities. Let's wrap up the practical demonstration with one last trade I made the following day. The USD versus Japanese yen asset was labeled strong buy, so I took the opportunity to make another entry. Let's wait for the candlestick to close, and then we'll proceed with the trade. Ready? Let's go. Very well, friends. This trade was also successful. If you enjoyed what I've shown you today, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to support me. Well, friends, here we are at the end of the video. But as promised, before we say goodbye, I want to share something exciting with you. We've developed a custom script for TradingView that automates the process. With this script, you won't have to manually set up the indicators. The script will provide you with clear entry signals. The only thing you'll need to watch out for is the presence of high volatility news events. And here's the best part. The script will be completely free for anyone who registers with the broker mentioned in the video description. Just write to the email address provided below and follow the instructions to claim your access. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.